Dear viewers, good afternoon. I'm CMG reporter. So right now I'm at the Fuzhou city of Fujian province. Now I'm at the Fuzhou train station. So right now you can see this is the entrance hall. And now you are seeing we have so many people coming inside out of the train station. And here, I can feel that for the traffic today is quite different than the normal range. We can have a peak of the passenger flow and the traffic. And also according to the Fuzhou station, and today we have about 150,000 people coming in and out of the Fuzhou station. So now today I will take you on a journey to know how this station to make sure that all the travel can be safe and comfortable. And also we have a special guest joining us so that she can tell us more about the measures taken by the Fuzhou train station. So hello, so right now we are at the exit hall of the train station of Fuzhou. We have many signs here, and in Fuzhou we have like 2 entrances and also the 2 exits of the Fuzhou station. And also for the passengers, they can pick different means to go inside of the city. For example, they can take the subways, they can take the taxi, or they can get the self-driving to get inside of the city. Can you tell us more about the structure of the Fuzhou station? So actually we have many signs here. For the south and the north, we have different directions, and also we have the signs to show the platform, and also you can find the subway station. If you want to take the subway, you can go to the south of the station, and it's more convenient for us to take the subway. So first of all, you get inside of the Fuzhou station, and also you can take the subway from both sides of the station. But if you want to get into the subway quickly, and then you have to go through the South Square. And if you want to take the bus, I recommend that we should go to the North Square. Now you can see for the people, the travelers, they are actually heading to the North Square. So we can take the public transportation, the buses, and the car hailing or the taxi, and also they can take a lot of like transit in these areas. For the platform 12, you could see it is the transfer platform. For example, if you will continue to take the trains, so you can go to the platform 12 for the transfer of the trains. So this is the transfer channel, and also for the Fuzhou station, it is also a transportation hub. If you want to travel to other cities, you do not have to go outside of the train station. You just stay inside and go to the platform 12, and then you can make this train transfer. Yes, for the platform 12, it is the transfer point for the passengers, and then once again you can enter into the waiting hall. So let's continue our journey, and now you could see we are seeing the exit. So all the channels has been open to the passengers. So I believe we have done a lot of preparation to deal with this huge amount of the passenger traffic, because today I don't see a very long queue. Yes, indeed, we have opened all the verification platform, so it can bring more conveniences to the passengers. They can scan the QR code, also they can scan their ID card to get outside of the train station. So just now the lady just used the QR code to go through the exit. And if you forgot to take the ID card, or if you take the passport, you could go through this like human channel. So our staff will check your identification to make sure that you can exit this place safely. So for the Fuzhou station, it is always considered as the transportation hub. And now you could see there are many signs to show you the directions to the passengers. You can take like different means of transportations. And we have the South Square and also the North Square in the Fuzhou station. And also we can go to the South Square in walking distance. But as for where I am, we are quite close to the North Square. But here you could take like taxi or the car hailing or the public buses for the transfer. Or you can take the private cars to go outside of the station. And also we have the parking lot here. So maybe you can have your family members pick you up in the base ground. And also in the North Square, so we have limited like spaces for the parking lot. So make sure you don't stay here for a long time. And also on the ground, you could see also different labels. And this also shows direction for the passengers. On my left side, you can see the parking lot is for the private cars or the passenger cars. And on the right-hand side, it is heading to the taxi and also the car hailing services. So just now we are seeing so many people coming out from the station. I want to know how many people are queuing to wait for a taxi. But I think it's not so many people have a queue here. But it only takes them for about like 1 or 2 minutes to wait for the taxi. I believe you also adjust the transport capacity for the taxis and the car hailing services. Yes, we have worked with the local authorities, for example, the taxi companies, and also we are working with the subway companies to make sure that once the passengers arrive, they could take on the transportation means as soon as possible. And also we adjust the capacity of the transport of these different transportation means. We have done sufficient preparation. And also I want to show you some of the public transportation. And also for the South Square, it is a very important area for entrance. Sorry, it is the North Square, because we're very close to the North Square, and we are going to the entrance gate. So actually for the Fuzhou station, for the both sides, you could enter or exit of the station. And also you can enter the station on the first floor and also the second floor. For example, if you take the subway, directly you enter into the South Square. But if you are taking the public transportation or you are taking the private cars or the taxi, they will arrive at the North Square. That is more convenient. So now we are heading to the plaza in front of the North Square. And just very close to us, we could see a shelter there, and that is the bus station. So actually you can hop on the public bus in this area. This is the bus station for the train station. And we are very close to the entrance gates, only 10 or 8 meters. So once we get off from the public bus, it takes only a few minutes to arrive at the entrance for the Fuzhou station. And actually, we are putting a lot of the signs and the labels to show the direction to the passengers. And also in this bus station, we also don't see many people staying here. And for those people who are getting out of the station, I think most of them choose to take the public transportation to go back to the city center. Now we will go back inside of the train station. So this is very close, right? So just less than 10 meters, you can go inside of the train station. And also one reminder, if you want to go inside of the train station, if you take the taxi or private car, maybe it is a little bit busy for the traffic because many taxis will stop at the level 2. So if possible, make sure that you take the bus, the public bus, and arrive at the first floor and go into the train station. That is more convenient. So this is the ticket office and also the entrance. So for the Fuzhou station, I believe you have done a lot of measures to handle the peak of the passenger traffic. Yes, once you enter into the waiting hall, you can see these vending machines. You can collect your tickets and also you can finish the reimbursement, you can get the receipts, etc. And also, I believe in such a long holiday, for some people, maybe it is their first time to go to the train station. But right now, you know, it is very convenient. As long as you have the ID card, everything is ready. You don't have to go to the vending machine to collect your ticket because we are using the e-ticket for verification. So you could use your ID card to get inside of the train, to get on the train. And if you use other ID, for example, the passport, or other kinds of the official certificate you could use to buy the tickets as well. And also in this area, we are seeing there are so many volunteers. They are also providing a lot of help and support to the passengers. Now you could see we have so many people here to provide support. We are working with universities and colleges. And we have some volunteers here to help the passengers. Because right now we are in the middle of the national holiday, we have these volunteers by staying at different key positions. So just now I heard that for one of the passengers, he asked me like, what happens if he forgot to bring the ID card? So what happens? Well, it's okay. So first of all, you should download the 12306 application, and then you could find a way to create a temporary ID certificate. Well, can you show us how to do it? Because I believe for some people, it is their first time to take the train. So I will show you the interface of the application. First of all, click My Account. Then slide to the bottom, and also you have this area saying the temporary ID certificate. And then if you type your ID information into that section, and then you can get the temporary certificate to get on the train. But once you go inside of the entrance, actually you could go through the menu channel to get inside of the train. So first you have your ticket ready, and well, I believe that on the first floor, we don't have so many people here. I believe most of the people, they don't want to collect the ticket. They can just use the ID card and go inside of the waiting hall immediately. But if you have the travel permit from Hong Kong and Macau, you could also go through the menu channel. So what about the passport? Well, it is the same. If you are using the passport to take the train, you could also have to go through the menu check. So after we get inside of the train station, we will go through the security check. But if you don't have any luggages, you just have a very fast check. So this is the security check. So after we go through the security check, we are coming to the first floor of the waiting hall. And also on the first floor of the Fuzhou station, you don't see such a big screen, and also you don't have this waiting hall. So if you want to get inside the train, you have to go up to the second floor. But still, we have many people like staying on the first floor. And also here you could see a channel, so that is a transfer platform. So for some of the passengers, if they want to make the transfer, they can go through this area, so they don't have to go out of the station. They can actually make the transfer inside of the station. And then they will take the escalator to go to the second floor waiting hall, get your tickets checked, and then get on the train. So just now we're actually going through the whole procedure. So how long it takes for us to from the entrance to the check-in gate? Well, I think it is only like 2 minutes. That depends on the traffic. If we have so many passengers here, well, we have to make sure that everything is safe and convenient. But I would say for the transfer passengers, it is much more convenient because they have a transfer channel. So right now we have arrived at the major waiting hall. The reason why I say it is the major waiting hall, it is because for the Fuzhou station, it has many waiting halls. So make sure you check your ticket information for this like major waiting hall, and also you can enter to number 6 to 12 platform. But for the platform from number 1 to 11, it is located in another side of the waiting hall. So make sure you check the ticket information. Well, actually, I used to have this terrible experience because I've ignored the information about the platform, but still it takes a lot of time for me to find the correct platform to get on the train. So here now you could see we have several different like the ticket check. So you have to make sure that you find the right ticket check point, and then you wait at the designated place. So otherwise, you may risk of missing your train. But I want to remind the passengers, do not rely on the third-party application. Make sure you come to the train station and look at the real-time screen on the train station, because the information put on here is the most accurate one. So this is the most official information we have published on the screen. And also in these 2 days, we have so many passengers. So can you tell us about, for example, for certain hours, maybe it is quite busy. So when is the time period? Well, from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m., we are at the peak of the passenger traffic. So make sure that you depart earlier and make sure you avoid the passenger flow so as to catch your train. So right now we are at the level 2, the ticket office. So here we could see we still have a huge amount of people here. Especially we have people coming here with taxi and the car hailing. So as you just mentioned, from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m., in these 5 hours, because of the traffic information, maybe you are running into a risk of missing the train. But after you enter into the train station, if you have any requirements or need, you can actually find one of the staff. For example, for some of the passengers, if they're not able to find their ticket check, they can come to the service counter for support. For example, if you want to get some of the reimbursement receipt, you can also come to this place. And if you're one of the vulnerable group, and you can also have a contact with our service. For example, if you are in the group of the elderly, pregnant women, or if you are disabled, we can also provide services to them. For example, we can bring them the wheelchair. So this is the service counter, and you can collect this card, and you could know like what kind of services we can provide. For example, if I'm disabled, so how can I get the information here? I think this is very important, especially for the vulnerable group. Well, first of all, come to this counter, and then our staff will show them a form, and then you can fill in the information in the form and just speak out your requirement. For example, if you need a stretch or if you need a wheelchair, so our staff will provide services to meet your requirements. So make sure you fill the forms, you collect the forms from our service staff. So this is also some of the convenience services provided in the train station. And here actually you could see we have the first aid kit, and also we also provide some of the emergency services. And in this service counter we have so many volunteers here. If you need some of the services, make sure you come to this counter. So right now, actually, we are coming to the peak hour for the Fuzhou station, and many people are queuing here for their return journey. So once again, I would like to wish all the passengers have a safe and comfortable journey. So that's the part in Fujian province. Now I would like to turn to my colleague in other provinces. Right, thank you. Good afternoon. So right now I'm in the Shanxi and the Taiyuan South Station, and this is also the largest high-speed train station in the Shanxi province. So we have less than 2 days. We will have concluded the national holiday. So how's the return peak in Shanxi province? So we are glad to be joined by the special guest in the train station. Good afternoon. So I'm the person in charge in the Taiyuan South Station. So during the national holiday, so how's the situation? How's the railway situation in the Shanxi province? Well, actually, for this year, I would say we set a new record. In this year, we are expected to send out altogether 1.5 million people. And on October the 1st, actually, we already set a new record because we send our customer about 130,000 people just on a single day. Actually, it is a very popular destination in Shanxi province. Have you ever calculated like, how many people go to certain city spots? So as we said that we have a very popular game this year in China, the Black Maze Wukong, and also we have like 27 locations that has been shot in this place, and many people chose to come to Shanxi for travel, and also we are adding more like train units during the national holiday, and also each day we could see all of the tickets are sold out. So right now I can feel that we still have so many passengers here, and this is one of the entrance here. This is the west entrance, but I would say in the east entrance we will expect more passengers there. And just now I saw for some people they arrive a little bit late and they miss the train. And also for some of the passengers, when they are going through the security check, they are also bringing some of the illegal items. So I will show you what are the forbidden items I will want to show you. So for some of the passengers, they can actually leave some of the items here. For example, the alcohol. Some people may think, well, they can bring the alcohol on the train, but actually that is not true. So for example, this one, you already open it. Once you open the alcohol, and this bottle of wine cannot be brought to the train. And also for this spray, we also have certain parameters. For example, you should not bring more than 100 millimeters of the spray onto the train. And we have so many people bring the charger onto the train, but you can live here temporarily. If you still need it, you can have your family members or friends collect all of these items for you. And of course, for some of the explosive, more people will not bring all of those items onto the train. But still, for some of the daily items, maybe you're not paying attention to our standards or our requirements. Otherwise, you brought all of these items onto the train. So, for example, if you want to bring some of the drinks into the train, make sure you hold it on your hand and have a sip. And that will help you to improve efficiency in passing the security check. And we can see we have so many people in the train station. For example, we have the pregnant women, and also we have the infants, and also the kids. And as I just mentioned, we also have a service counter. For this service counter, we can provide a lot of services to support these vulnerable groups, and also we can handle the ticket changes and the refunds. So, for example, for these pamphlets, I will show you some of the requirements for the children. For example, if you want to get more information about the restrictions for the travel of the children, for example, if you're less than the age of 6, and then they're free of charge. But if you are above 6 years old, and for the children, they have to buy a ticket. So right now, for most of the people, they are buying the tickets from the online platform. But for some people, if they register their account for the first time, they may encounter different kinds of issues. So for this pamphlet, they're actually giving you a lot of the answers and the solutions on how to register your account in the 12306 application. So this is just like a service guide. For example, so for some people, they always come to the service counter to ask the question, but actually for some time you don't have to come here in person. So that's the reason why we make this pamphlet. Once you read all of these instructions, you know how to handle the cases properly. For example, if you miss your train, and then you can actually get your ticket refund. So just now we have one gentleman and he missed the train, and because once the train departs, they are not allowed to refund the ticket. But if they are able to apply for the ticket refund before the train departs, they can also get partial of the funds returned. So we are actually getting a lot of the tips to the passengers to ensure their safe journey. I would say for different passengers, they are encounter of different issues. Even though right now it is quite convenient, you can find a lot of answers online, but still, if you come to the train station, you can collect one of these pamphlets to get more information about the train station. And as I just said that for the Taiyuan South train station, it is the largest high-speed train station in the province. So what measures will you take to facilitate the convenience of the transfer passengers? Well, first of all, we have an emergency channel. For example, for some of the passengers, they only have 30 minutes for the transfer. So first, I would like to show you where are the platform for the transfer platform. So you can get the transfer at the A1 and the A18 platform, B18 platform. So you could just use the same ticket you are using to get inside of the train station and then to come to the transfer platform. We have all the signs ready for the transfer. It's very clear and you can read it from a distance. And also you could see how many distance you go to the transfer platform. And then you can choose the most closest one to the platform. So now we are going to the waiting hall to see what the situation is here. So just mentioned that in dealing with the peak of the passenger train, we are adding a lot of the train units, and also we are adding a lot of the combined electric model train units. For example, in the past we only have 8 train units, and then right now we are adding more units, and then the train will become like 18 units, which can accommodate more passengers. So what is the difference in taking these combined trains? So at the beginning, I'm not sure what kind of the passengers will come up from the customers. So for this kind of like combined train units, it is quite different. For example, if you take the train and you have to go into the cart number 9, and then you are not able to walk to cart number 1. So because these are the 2 trains that has been connected together. So first you can wait for a minute, and when the train arrives at a certain station, you can go out and go into another unit of the train's units. Well, this is still quite complicated, so you have to read careful about the number of your cards. Because if you are taking all of these like combined train units, you have to pay attention to which card you are in. So we just talk about the vulnerable group. So first of all, we will provide services, and also we will show our care to the elderly people. So we have several measures to provide the services. So for example, if you want our staff to provide support to the elderly, and you can make an appointment or reservation, or you can call 12306. So for example, if you require a wheelchair and also you need some people to help with the elderly people, and then once we receive this reservation, and then we will have these volunteers to provide support to the elderly people. So make sure you enter the correct information about your train. And in this area, you could see we also have this children's plaza. So in this area, we allow the children below 4 years old to come to this place for a playground. And in these 2 days, we have like so many people coming to Shanxi. And for some of the passengers, they tend to arrive at the train station earlier. Well, actually, you all know that for the kids, they're quite energetic. If we have this like playground, and then for the kids, they have a place to play around, and also for the parents and also the vulnerable people, they can stay here to take a rest, and also our staff will guide them to go on to the train. And also we have the nursery areas. This is specially prepared for the people who are bring the infants. So when we just came here, I'm seeing a lot of the wheelchairs. Just take a look. We have prepared a lot of the wheelchairs. and also the stands and the supports, and all of these can be provided to those people who are in need. Can you tell us once again how to make the reservation? Well, I would say if you forgot to make the reservation, you are already at the train station. So once you come inside of the train station, you can actually collect one of these cards or a small pamphlet from the train station. On the other side, you could see a form. You can fill in the form, and also you can present this card to the staff. So all in all, what we are doing to provide better services to the passengers to make sure they have a comfortable journey. So now we are heading to the waiting hall to see how it looks like. So how many entrances we have? Well, we just have the east one and the west one. So actually, you are asking the ticket checkpoint. Actually, we have 18 ticket checkpoints. Some of them are located at the first floor, and some of them are located at the second floor. So now you could see it is quite full in the waiting hall. So for the vulnerable group, once again, I want to ask what kind of services can you provide to them? Well, for the vulnerable groups, we have like designated staff, we have the volunteer to guide them to go to the ticket check. They have a green channel, and we can help them to get on the train more conveniently, and this will not interrupt with other people. So what about a regular passenger? Well, of course, like for us this year, we provide like hot water, and we're adding more hot water facilities to the passengers. So once the passengers come into the waiting hall, they're able to get the hot water, and if they feel tired, they can also get access to warm water. And all in all, we want to provide a cozy environment for the passengers. So we just talked about the entrance. So where are the exits? What are some of the services that we can provide to the passengers? Well, just as the entrance gate, we also have this service counter. For example, if for some people they are holding a great number of luggages, and then for our ground staff, they can provide services to them. And this year, actually, we are having a lot of people arriving in the evening time. We are working with the public security team, and we have made an estimation of the arrival of the passengers, and to make sure that we have sufficient taxi available for the passengers. Yes, indeed, today we are seeing a great number of passengers here. So for you from the railway station, would you like to give some tips to the passengers? Well, especially I would like to say during the holidays, make sure you buy the tickets from the authorized platform. Because in this case, you don't have to redeem your tickets in advance. You can do everything online. So, for example, if you buy the tickets online, you could actually collect the receipt, and also you could use your ID card to scan the ID card to go inside the train station. And once you enter into the train station, you can look at the big screen to find out more information about your train. If you're not able to find where is your platform, you can come to the service counter to know more about it. So during the national holiday, we are adding more people here to provide support to the passengers. And just now, Ms. Lee has given us a lot of information and tips about the travel. And make sure you check your luggages. And also, we have so many people in the train station during the holidays. So she actually recommended that you don't have to collect the receipt immediately because you can collect it later. So that's my part from Shanxi province. Dear viewers, good afternoon. I'm CMG reporter. So right now I'm in the Kunming railway station in the Yunnan province. And today is the 6th day of the national holiday, and also the Kunming station is actually ushered in the peak of the passenger traffic. And you could see we have so many passengers coming into the Kunming station, and also they are queuing for the security check. And also, even though it is a holiday, we still have so many staff here. So, as far as I know, like from September the 30th to the October the 5th, all in total, they have sent out like 2.3 million passengers. So, and that is set a new record in Kunming province. And also in the October and also in the national holiday, we also sending out 300,000 passengers like from China announced. And also the occupancy rate of the train is above 90%. So what measures has been taken by the Kunming station to ensure the safe journey? And today we are glad to be joined by a special guest from the train station of Kunming to tell us more about the situation of the national holiday. So hello, Ms. Zhang. Can you tell us more about the features of the holiday travel? Well, this year I would say we have like so many people choose to travel, because some people want to visit families, and also we have so many visitors coming to Kunming. So what measures have been taken by the Kunming station to ensure a safe journey? So just take a look. So we have so many volunteers staying here in the Kunming station, and for them, their job is to provide services to the vulnerable group, and also this service is free of charge. So make sure you make the reservation through 12306, or if you come to the station, you can make the reservation. This will bring more conveniences to the passengers. Now we go through the security check. Well, in Yunnan, it is in high altitude, and for some people, they will go to Lijiang, and also they will go to some high altitude place. So for some of them, they will bring the oxygen tank. Then we have to check the volume of the oxygen tank. And also for some people, and they would like to bring lotions and also the sunblock, but still we have a restriction for the volume of all of these. Just pay attention to the requirements before you come to the station. So this year we will predict the estimated passenger flow, and according to the data, and when necessary, we will adding more train units, we will adding more high-speed trains to support the passengers. So where are some of the popular destinations? So for this year, for the national holiday, most of the people, they will go to Dali, Lijiang, Xishuangban, Na, Honghe River, and Baoshan, some of the popular destinations inside of the Yunnan province. And also for the outbound passengers, they will go to Beijing, Shanghai, Chongqing, etc. So they're going out to some of the popular destinations. Yes. And during the national holiday, and on the train, I believe we also organize a lot of activities to celebrate the national holiday. Yes, we have diversified events in the trains. We also have some performances on the train, and also we have a lot of interaction with the passengers. Especially in Yunnan province, we have many ethnic groups, and we have some folk dances and singings to the tourists, so that for all of these tourists, they can feel the vibe in Yunnan province. So right now from the screen, you could see the performances on the train and also in the train station. Right now we are actually at the peak hour for the entrance in the Kunming station. But still you could see everything is in order. And also for the work staff, even though it is national holiday, everyone is on their post. And also, we also have to work overtime to make sure for the passengers have a safe journey. So for the team, they have done a lot of hard work to maintain the order and also to ensure the operation of the train station. So now we are coming to the level 2, the second floor of the waiting hall. And also I would like to show you this green channel. For this green channel is open for the vulnerable groups. So for the volunteers, they will help with the vulnerable groups to go inside of the channel to get on the train. If you find any trouble, make sure you go to the service counter to get support. And also we have another customer service center. For example, you could come here and to ask for the information about the train, and this is also considered as a lost and found place. Once again, I would like to remind the passengers, no matter where you are, pay attention to your belongings. If you lost your luggages, you could dial the hotline of the 12306 and also to come to the service desk to facilitate the support. So now we are coming to the waiting hall. We still see huge amount of people coming in and out, but still everything is in order. You could see everyone is queuing here. Now we are seeing this is one of the ticket check, and this is the train line from China and Laos, and for this section is from Kunming to Xishuangbanna. So at the beginning of this coverage, actually I would say during the national holiday, we have so many people boarding on the line, the China-Laos line. No matter which section you are taken, we still have a very high occupancy rate. Especially China has launched this 144 hours visa-free zone for the foreigners. We also have some foreigners coming to China for travel. And also we are adding more seats to the trains. And also we are also adding the stops from 7 to 10 stops. And also for the departure, the accuracy rate is 100%. And also the arrival time accuracy rate is also reached 99%. So you could see it's quite punctual for the train, and this could ensure the smooth travel for the passengers. So right now, for people who are queuing for the ticket check, they are heading to Xishuangbanna. But still, we are seeing that we have so many people waiting for the train. So actually, for the line from China and Laos, it connects between China and Laos, and also covering about 5 train stations. This will build closer ties between Yunnan province and the Laos. And also you could see after we roll out the policy of 144 hours of the visa-free policy, we could see we have so many people coming in and out from Kunming station. So I want to give some tips to the foreigners. So make sure that you buy your ticket with your passport. And for one section in Laos, we have not yet opened this policy to them. So first of all, you have to collect a valid visa. And for this train, it's boarding to Xishuangbanna. So right now you are seeing that for this train, it's about to depart. So for this section, it only operates inside of China. This is from Kunming to Xishuangbanna. And if you want to take trains to Laos, so make sure you have to apply for a valid visa, and also you have to buy the ticket online or buy the ticket to the service counter at the 5 designated stations. if you buy the ticket from 12306, still you have to collect your ticket if you want to pay a visit to Laos. So you can buy the ticket from Kunming Station, Xishuang, Batna, Pu'er, and also one of the stations in Laos. So you can buy the tickets in these 5 above mentioned stations. And for this train, it actually departs from the Kunming South high-speed train station. And of course, I once again just mentioned that for this line, China-Laos line is very convenient because it is a one-day last round trip. And also in the train, we also have the translation equipment and machine, and also we will present all the information in 3 languages. We have the Chinese, English, and Laos. This will bring a lot of convenience to the passengers. And also on the train, we also provide special delicacies. We have, for example, the rice noodle from Yunnan province, and also we will provide coffee on the train. So if you take this line, the China-Laos train line, actually you could get all kinds of delicacies. So for the China-Laos train line, actually we have provided a lot of different services to ensure a comfortable journey for the passengers. And also, if you pay attention to the costumes for the attendants, it is quite different. So what about this one? This one is a CR train and is heading to Baoshan. But because I could still see some of the decorations with ethnic nationalities features. I think for the passengers, they're about to finish their entrance. And also, by looking at different signs in the train station, you could see you can get the transfer very conveniently. For example, you can take the public transportation, the subway. And I would say, well, today and tomorrow, we will usher in the peak of the passenger traffic. And different peak hours will also open more green channels to bring more conveniences to the passengers. And just as I mentioned, and in these 2 days, we will expect more people to arrive at the Kunming railway station. I believe we will expecting more people arriving than the people departing. Now we are coming to the exit gate. So right now we are seeing that for the passengers, they are exiting the train station. So just take a look at the signs. They are very clear. So after you enter into the exit hall, so you could choose to take the bus, the taxi, or the ride-hailing cars. Now, once again, we are seeing all of these different signs. You could just follow the instructions and the signs inside of the station. And in these 2 days, we are about to usher in the peak of the passenger traffic. And also today, we will have more people working here to provide support to the passengers. In order to deal with the peak of the passenger traffic, the railway station have taken a lot of measures to ensure a comfortable journey for the passengers. So now actually in the escalator, you can see we have one or two work staff and the bodyguard here, and you could see he is directing the traffic to make sure that no one is forming the congestion here. So now we are heading to the exit hall. So I believe in the exit hall, everything is in good order because we already made a very good projection, and also we are adding more channels to make sure that for the passengers, they can exit the station much faster.